Hello, welcome to the new session of fiber optics. Today we are discussing about the dispersion. Dispersion in optical fiber. When the light traveling through the optical fiber, then it facing some problems. And these problems are due to the different types of the materials. And in the optical fiber, the term dispersion means the broadening effect of zero line width here. The monochromatic light which has single wavelength, and when the such types of the monochromatic light is passing through the optical fiber, then at the output we do not get the monochromatic light. Okay, so the pulse width of that light is increases, and therefore the output pulse width is increases. In that case, the pulse width available at the output is totally depends upon the dispersion. When the light is passing through the optical fiber, then it undergoes the dispersion. Let us take the practical case. Here, this is the input pulse, and the input pulse having the width of W1. And when such types of the pulse is passing through the optical fiber, due to the material, here the dispersion will be the takes place, means the speed of light is changed through this optical fiber, and at the output we get the width, pulse width, and that is like this. Suppose the at output the width of that pulse is equal to W2, and here this output pulse is wider than the input pulse, and the difference between these two pulses is known as the dispersion. So, the dispersion is equal to, here dispersion is the dt, and dt is equal to under root of W2 square minus W1 square, and this is the dispersion of light when it is passing through the optical fiber. And here how much dispersion will be the takes place, or the dispersion is measured in the unit of time. It is either measured in the nanoseconds or in the picoseconds. So, this is the dimension of the dispersion. The total dispersion produced by the fiber is depends upon the length. When the length of the optical fiber is more, then the dispersion is also the more. Means if the length of the optical fiber in the kilometers, then we measure the dispersion in nanosecond per kilometer or the picosecond per kilometer. And how much dispersion will be the takes place, which is given by the manufacturer with the manufacturing of the optical fiber. Suppose the length of the optical fiber is given in the kilometer. Suppose the length of this optical fiber is L kilometer. and therefore the total dispersion is given by, that is the dt is equal to length into the dispersion per kilometer. This is the total dispersion of the optical fiber, and here the dispersions can be classified into the two groups, and that is known as the intermodal dispersion, and second type of the dispersion is known as the intramodal dispersion. So there are the two types of the dispersion: intermodal dispersion and intramodal dispersion. So first of all, let us see the intramodal dispersion. Okay, intermodal dispersion and the intramodal dispersion. So let us see intermodal dispersion, and this type of the dispersion is due to the mode of the light rays. The mode followed by the light ray, the different types of the mode is followed by the optical fiber light. Some light can be passing through the optical fiber in the straight way, and some light will make some angle with the normal, that is the theta c. So here this dispersion, this types of the dispersion is depends upon the light wave propagated through the optical fiber in different mode, means in the different path. Some light goes straight way, some light makes some angles. So the critical mode propagation, which is make an angle theta c, and another mode is known as the zero mode. If no angle produced by this light ray, then that is known as the zero mode, and if the light makes some angles, that is the critical angle, and which types of the mode is known as the critical mode. So in this way the light can be flow in the different ways or different mode, and such types of the dispersion is known as the modal dispersion. For the zero mode, the travel time will be minimum, and which is given by dTO is equal to length L divided by velocity v1, and that is equal to L divided by c by n. Here the velocity is equal to c divided by n1, and here c is the velocity of light in vacuum divided by refractive index, and therefore the TDO is equal to L into n1 divided by c. This is for the zero mode dispersion. Similarly, let us see the dispersion for the critical mode. For the light which is traveling at a critical angle theta c, the delay will be the more, means it takes more time. Here this ray will make more time or take more time to reach at the output. So this is such types of the mode is known as the critical mode. Okay, and it can be given by dTc, which is equal to length divided by cos theta. This angle will made by the light ray divided by v, that is the velocity of the light in the optical fiber, and that is equal to L divided by cos theta divided by c by n, and v is equal to c by n, and which is equal to L into n1 divided by cos theta into c. And here these two time differences for the dispersion, there are the two rays, and the two rays takes the different times, and this difference in the time is represented by the pulse width at the output, and here this difference, that is the dt is equal to TDC minus TDO, and that is equal to L into n1 divided by cos theta c divided by c minus L into n1 by c. Okay, using this relation, the cos theta c is equal to n2 divided by n1. We know that the cos theta c is equal to n2 divided by n1, when we substitute the value of cos theta c in this equation, then we have dt is equal to L into n1 divided by n2 by n1 into c minus L into n1 divided by c, and that is equal to, if we take the L into n1 divided by c as a common, then L into n1 divided by c into bracket 1 divided by n2 by n1 minus 1, and here dt is equal to L into n1 divided by c into n1 minus n2 divided by n2. Okay, and here the n1 minus n2 divided by n is the difference in the refractive indices, and that is represented by or denoted by delta. Therefore, here this equation can be written as dt is equal to L into n1 divided by c into delta. Now, substituting the value of delta in terms of the numerical aperture, and therefore, we get this equation that the dt is equal to L into Na square divided by 2 into n1 into c, or this equation can be written as dt by L is equal to Na square divided by 2 times n1 into c, where the dt is amount of pulse broadening and dt by L is broadening per unit length of the fiber. Okay. Now, let us see the second type of the dispersion, that is known as the intramodal dispersion. And in intramodal dispersion, we know that the light having the different frequency. Suppose there is the multicolor light or the white light which having the different frequencies. Okay, and these frequencies, due to the different frequency, the time taken by the different ray is different to reach at the output, and it is also called the chromatic dispersion. And